is a monthly report on what's new. Oftentimes, what he's talking about at the meeting, you'll see on TV tonight.
Okay, so how many of you have had feelings of envy seeing young people walking around with all these tattoos on them and are considering getting your own tattoo? Okay, well, here's some news you should hold in consideration. A Swedish study shows that people who get tattoos, a 20% increase likelihood of developing a lymphoma or a leukemia. Now, this is the kind of thing that you want to be aware of. And the interesting thing was that it didn't matter how big the tattoo was, either you got it or you didn't. A previous study had shown it was totally safe. That's life in America. And also, there are now reports that there's ingredients that go into the ink that are not registered with the government. So it's quite a risk. And maybe you just want to look at the other guy and not worry about it yourself. That is a tattoo.
Wow.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay, next one. This is some personal element to this. This is Professor Robert Langer of MIT. He was working in the lab, Dr. Folkman's lab, when I was there. He's 2 years older than me. And one day I heard him literally yelling and screaming his head off down the hall. He had just discovered the mechanism of slow release of pharmaceuticals, which changed the pharmaceutical field for everybody. Needless to say, that wasn't his last achievement. He has had 1,400 patents and 500,000 citations, and he's involved with a lot of extra academic companies, formations, governance, fundraising, all to make the world better. We should invite him to our meetings.
Yeah.
So he was just announcing that he's stepping down from acute management of one of his companies, and his face was present in the newspaper. And this really brought back memories. Of course, he would be sort of envious of all of my achievements too. But there you have it. Okay, now three items of pharmaceutical development that are new. One is a breakthrough blood test for colorectal carcinoma. Just a blood test. You don't need to go to the bathroom in a complicated toilet. You don't need to have a procedure where they stuff the city plumbing down your asshole. You can get this blood test. It's called the Shield test by a company called Guardant 360. FDA approved, but it's actually $895 until Medicare approves it. But it's painless and it's coming. That's quite exciting. Not 100%, but it's better than a lot of other tests. Next one, similar idea, a blood test for dementia. Now, we used to say, well, just wait till you die, we'll examine your brain, and then we'll tell you if you had Alzheimer's disease. That was a little bit awkward. Not everybody wanted to die before finding out they were losing their mental capacity. So it's called the Preclivity Exam by a company called C2N. And it's just a blood test. So that is something that resolves a lot of the ambiguity about where your mind is going. And I was thinking, do I have time to get this test before my presentation today? Maybe it has to wait till tomorrow, but it's definitely on the path now. And the final one is the most exciting of all. Conolodine, nature's morphine. There is now a drug you can take, which is legal, and you can get it over the counter. You can even order it on Amazon, so you can have yours tomorrow. It's not addictive. Very trifling side effects, and apparently people who've taken this experience earth-shaking loss of pain. They really have a loss of pain, their arthritic pains and so forth. So this is a great thing. It's an outcome from Southeast Asia where a lot of the, the ratty, tatty stuff comes from. But I believe this is a real thing.
That what it's called, like you.
Conolodine. Yeah,
I can get it through Amazon?
apparently it was listed,
Wow.
By that name.
and you can get it at, your big drug houses. I don't know about Walgreens. Okay, now the sixth topic is, why do our women thought? I don't know, but it's not gonna be an expensive drug. Why do women lie more than men? And I was thinking, maybe we'll just wait till next week for that one. I gotta develop a little more data. And then one more topic,
What was the word?
lie,
Lie?
yeah,
Oh,
not lie down,
it's
just
like
lie.
prevaricate.
I would dispute that point.
That's why we have to wait till next week. You don't have to go to Springfield, just work on this. New York Times had a front page article announcing, and this is present in the news all over the place, that there is no survival benefit for women having a double mastectomy when they only have the findings of cancer in one breast. So a lot of women think, well, I got cancer, I want to be done with it, take them all off. Apparently, there's no survival benefit to doing that, so you can take it, you can leave it. They're at work doing this procedure. It's a little bit messy.
Was it ever a recommended option?
Yeah. But your doctor will tell you, but you don't need to do it routinely. The breast cancer usually starts in one breast and proceeds from there.
I know you're the doctor part, but you say survivor benefits. And when I think of survivor benefits, I think of that $255 that they give somebody who's the survivor. Are you talking about that? Or are you talking about their ability to access the Social Security money? The monthly.
Survivor benefit is more life. Longer life.
When they die.
Because of the Social Security.